My name is Gennaro Scott. I was the founder of Black Ops. We was rolling in the 90s. We're about to start again. I managed Arafat. I managed Jay the A. I managed Grand Funk Profit, Mike Madge. I worked with Black Madge. I know Kenny Ali for a long time. I'm from the Sharon line. I live in Mineral Ridge now. Brother K is one of my mentors. And one of the biggest things that needs to be said that everybody's been hitting on is there's no balance in the music sector anymore. Right. You know what I'm saying? Even back in the 80s and 90s when cats was doing their thing and the record labels was throwing money at us like there was no tomorrow before the credit crunch, you had a variety of artists. Or NWA or Too Short or Poison Clan or anything like that. You had a Tribe Called Quest. You had the Jungle Brothers. You had Queen Latifah and Only Love. You had Woo. You had so many cats singing problems. Four Eyes Teachers, X-Clan. You don't have that anymore. We've let corporate America basically take over our culture and corrupt it. Now, a lot of cats are saying, but that's what's selling. The reality is, the music industry, period, is losing money except for country music. As things stand right now, most of the labels are dying, and dying fast. There has never been a better time for brothers and sisters in hip-hop, or anybody in any genre of music, to control their own destiny. When we started back in the late 90s, I was pushing the internet is the future. Digital is the future. I was trying to get everybody I knew to go online. The problem was at that point in time, the infrastructure didn't exist. Now the infrastructure exists. You have YouTube, Ustream, you have Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, Friendster. You have so many ways and means. Just with a simple computer, simple $8,000 to $1,000 computer, 2 or 3 pieces of software. You can stream what's going on here right now just by using Windows Media Encoder, plugging it in, sending it for $29.95 a month to a media streaming website, and then broadcast it live on the web right now. That exists, and you're in an area right now that has all the infrastructure in place and no cheaper real estate in the United States. That's why we're on the cover of Entrepreneur magazine.
Yes. I seen that.
For that purpose. We have to take control. The record industry as it stands right now is dying. All the labels are losing money. All of the makers. The only records that are selling big right now are country records. And that's because they still buy CDs. Most of us under 30, under 40 years old don't even buy CDs anymore. Most of us download.
Right, we have no money. Like, most of y'all know me. If y'all know me, my name is Blackface. I want to touch on like 4 issues, and I'm going to make it real quick. One is, D-Town, I like what you said about how rap evolves. But it's the way you deliver your message. Most people in here, y'all probably know me from when I was out the way. But that ain't the message I deliver in my music. 9 times out of 10, if you listen to one of my songs, you might break down crying. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell you what's going on within me. And there's a lot of people out there that got something going on within. People listen to what they like. If you don't like it, don't listen to it. But it's always going to be people that like that certain music. Like, I can't say I don't look at a chick in the club when she dancing to the booty do. I'll be lying. And half of y'all dudes be right there with me. You know what I'm saying? Just to be honest. You might even jip with her while she dancing to it. Let's all the way be honest. It's all how you deliver your music as an artist. Like, you won't I can't say you won't never hear me tell you, I killed this cat. I probably won't tell you like that, but I think it's strategically to let you know where I've been, where I have been, hid and came from, and you'll understand where I can go. It's a different way of delivering your message. And another thing about the tight jean thing, cats don't do that. Cats watching Lil Wayne on TV. And just to let half of y'all people know, I listened to Lil Wayne before he even got on. He's nothing that he says he is. We just following a character that they built on TV. He is a character. He's like a cartoon walking out his life for you. They got all these reality TV shows. Reality is what cats is going through when you grow. There's no reality when you rich, because 9 times out of 10 you ain't got no problems. And cats in the industry, you know why there's not no more reasonable doubts and stuff like that? You're right, music evolves, but cats lose their hunger. They get satisfied. They get set into that mood with that money. They like, it's cool. I'm drinking Chris every day. I'm doing this. I ask my manager all the time, don't never let me forget where I came from, my hunger. If I gotta come back home with $200 and live for 30 days, that's what I'm gonna do, to remember where I came from. You can make a statement with your music. Your mouth is your movement. I really feel, no lie, what's going on in the mainstream right now, if they let me in the door, I'll walk it down just like Pop did. I could turn a whole unit around with just my mouth, and I know I can do it when I get that shot. I'm going to show y'all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got another comment right here.
I just want to say, I work with the Upward Bound program here at YSU, and so I work with a lot of the kids in the community. We work with Cheney and East High Schools, and one thing that I think even the sister just touched on right now that a lot of people have kind of been hinting at, but nobody has said it, and I just think there needs to be more education. Just more, I feel like, as artists and as executives in the industry, I feel like we do have a responsibility to just educate other people, whether it's getting through the lies that's being put out in hip-hop, whether it's teaching them to see through everything that they see on TV about, like what she said about the criticism, about how these people really don't even have half the stuff that they're putting forth. And I think prime example is that, you know, we every summer we hold a little talent show for our students at Upward Bound, and some of the students, they have to present what they're going to perform before they do it. And so the kids walked up to me, they proposed this one song. And so basically we just spent like a little period of time of me explaining why they could not perform this song and why it wasn't appropriate, and talking about the lyrics. And it was just in that moment to get them to understand, not for me to tell them that the song was bad, not for me to talk about the artist and how this artist is saying, don't do that song, for them to actually process the information and understand for themselves their own interpretation and meaning and interpret the lyrics. I feel like that's what's needed in hip-hop. I feel like that's a missing link, especially with our young people, is that they're just going with what they see. They're going with what their friends say. And half the time, underneath it all, they really do have a conscience, a current flowing through them saying, man, this kind of seems a little off. Like, I don't really know if I really agree with that, but everybody else is kind of, I don't want to be the only one. So I feel like we need to start educating our youth and giving them more of their own voice, helping them find their own voice and feeling comfortable sharing that voice, so that they won't just follow the trend, so that there will be more authentic artists coming out. I see a lot of young people, just like Art was in Upward Bound, and I see him coming out putting forth real true music that speaks about his experience, and it might be dark, it might be a little, you know what I'm saying, crazy sometimes, but he's speaking the truth, and it's coming from a sincere place, and he wants to see positivity be put forth. So I just feel like there needs to be more education, and I feel like even the people on the panel, I don't see a lot of artists, and I don't see a lot of executives trying to educate people. I see a lot of people wanting to entertain, but I want to see more people trying, just like this, I'm talking about this kind of forum, just trying to educate our youth so that they can find their own voice to be able to see through the lies that we're talking about.